Hey everybody, welcome in. While that's loading, I want to see what it looks like over here. Let's see what this looks like over here. For just a moment. We're going to see how this looks. I don't like this, we'll take it off. At least I won't be covering anything over on. Oh, we didn't connect. Hold on. So update everything. Why are you not clicking this? There we go. That's not it. Okay, that one should be working now. What are we up to? Because that's not right. Hopefully it'll update it eventually. Oh my goodness, that's an annoying sound. Hold on. For those over on TikTok, y'all are getting annoying sounds. Hold on. I know that was annoying. Okay, that's fixed. There it goes. Alright, well, let's see how the rest of that goes. Anybody comes up in Twitch will know. They can tell me if something looks funny. Alright, let's go. Let's check our regular islands if there's anything special we need to do. And then we will go continue working on our Slumber Island that we've been working on. Okay, I think you're going to be able to see everything pretty good over there now. I love Bo. He's so sweet. I'm just checking on a few things, and then we're gonna go work on what we've been working on. If you saw the latest TikTok that I posted, we've been working on a Slumber Island. See if there's anything in this box. We'll take the iron. Can't ever have enough iron, so we'll definitely be taking that. Okay, anything that we had in our pockets? No, not really. Alright, let's go back to our house and go to the Slumber Island. Actually, let's check Abel's sisters first. We did not check that last stream. Let's see. I kind of think that one's cute. I don't really care for those too much. Okay. I don't really see anything that I really want today, so... Alright, let's go into Nook's Cranny really quick. See if there's anything in there. We need to get a gift for Poppy. Now watch her not be in the store anymore once we go and get it. I think we've given her all the ones that we had doubles of, so let's do a... We'll do that one. And... gotta find a wrapping paper. Okay. Let's put some stuff away. Put that away. And let's go see if Poppy is still in the store. If she's not, then we'll have to figure something else out. She is. working on getting friendship enough with her that she'll give us her photo. Alright, let's go. Slumber time. Let's go. Alright, we're going to start with the hard part first. Not the vaulting pole. Goodness gracious, why? Why? Now we'll... Okay, we're going to leave that open because we're working on that. That's our way out. Fill this whole thing in. I didn't mean to tear it down, but once I tore it down, I had no choice, so. know, for some reason going side to side feels like it's filling it up faster. As soon as we get this filled in, we'll start decorating the top. Okay, do the same thing here. We're almost there. We had a lot more to fill in the other day. Is it, I think, what level is it? Level 3? When can you? In Animal Crossing, it's after you reach 3-star island rating and KK performs his first concert. The day after the concert, Tom Nook will give you the Island Designer app. And you can build paths, reshape cliffs, and create rivers. So you've got to get your island to a 3-star rating first. I wanted to say it was 3, but I wanted to double check myself before I told you that for sure. How do I even get it? Decorating your island is a big thing. Have you met Isabel yet? Isabel? Is she on your island yet? That works in the office with Tom Nook? She's not. Okay. Because I know that once you have her, you can ask her what you need to make the island higher ratings. I would just keep following what Tom Nook tells you first. You just got Timmy and Tommy's new store. Okay, so you're fairly new. You just did your first bridge a recipe to make another. Tom will eventually let you do that because you have to actually go through Tom Nook every time you want to build a bridge or an incline on your island. You have to pay him and he gives you this little kit. And then you go and place it, pay for it to be built. Yeah. You'll get... This is a Slumber Island, so I don't have to do that. But on a regular island, you have to go through everything with Tom Nook. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Cozy Crew. Why did we not move all the way over? But don't feel bad, because my very first island, I literally just did whatever Tom Nook said, threw a bunch of flowers and trees down, random decorations, anything I could to get the rating up. I didn't really take time to decorate, I just threw stuff up. I think we finished it, y'all. Let's see. Yes. It's all full. Goodness. That took 2 streams to fill that in. And all of our inclines work like we need them to. But after Tom Nook starts letting you build little bridges and inclines, this little guy will be standing at the end of it after you place it. And you have to give him money, and then the next day it'll be finished. On the Slumber Islands, they're built instantly, but... Wait a minute. We did this on purpose so we could go that way. I still think this is probably my favorite part of this island, is this right here. This is probably my favorite part that we built on this whole island. We'll go over to the other side now. I think it's in the coconut trees. We hit the ladder. You only get 10 inclines, so you have to start getting creative with ladders after that. But we finished our main island, and now this is a Slumber Island. If you have online, you get up to 3 Slumber Islands you can decorate in addition to your main island. But you only get your house as a building. Everything else you kind of have to create yourself. So that's why if you see these, this is what we use to make houses. We use storefronts and little gazebos. Yeah, Slumber Islands are if you're on... I believe that you have to have online to do Slumber Islands. I might be wrong about that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was waiting for the TTS to kick back in. It's bells that you pay them to build the bridges and inclines. Slumber Islands... Are Slumber Islands only if you have Nintendo Online? Hold on. Let me double check that. Yes, you do have to have Nintendo Online membership to get the Slumber Islands. But I got the smallest Nintendo Online, and I think it cost me like $20 a year. Now, it doesn't come with Happy Home, which is a DLC, but it does give me access where I can go to other people's islands, and I can do the Slumber Islands. I can understand that. That's a good point. I can totally respect that. I can totally respect that then. Yeah, no. On the Slumber Islands, you don't have to pay for anything, Shadow. It's all here. You don't have to build it. You don't have to... And you just pick one, and then you pick what color you want. And as far as building the inclines and stuff, you just go... Hold on, I'm getting used to this new part of this island we just did. But as far as like the inclines and bridges like you're used to building, you just talk to him and tell him you want a bridge. That's a good question. Let's see. Let's see. Can you make it where only one profile has? Okay, so it says, according to Google, It says Nintendo Switch Online subscription is tied to a specific user profile rather than the entire console. This means one profile can actively have an active subscription while the others on the console remain without it. So if you get yourself with your Nintendo Online or Nintendo account, you can fix it where the online is only subscribed to you. So as long as they don't log into your account on this console, they won't have access to the online. Yeah, because it also says, but they will not, yeah, because it says they can download games, play games that you download, but they will not be able to play those games online or back up their individual save files. So they won't have access to the online. I can understand that because my kids were, when they first got stuff like this, they were way too young to be playing with the online side. Now we have to figure out what we want to do up here. We fixed this. We like this, the way it's laid out. Now we just got to figure out what we want to do up here. We've used all of our inclines, so we can't go any higher unless we use ladders. I just don't know what to put up here because I don't want to do more houses because you can only use those storefronts and stuff. So now we just need to figure out how we want to decorate up here. That's kind of what I was thinking. I really, really want to do what I did over there again, but I don't need two of those. And see, there were going to have these funky little spots like this because of the way this is shaped. Which, I mean, I can fill that in with, like, trees or bushes or something to fill in the little empty spaces. We just need a good... And then after this, we still have... That might be a good idea, because we still have all of this to decorate, too. Now, the front is really cool. When you come all the way around here, you come into this castle. And then we'll put some stuff in the castle. And then you come out here, and we still have over here to decorate too. All these trees were already here. We can take them up though. I already kind of have an idea for the beaches. I want to kind of do something similar to what I did to my main island. Can't do any more waterfalls. If I add any more waterfalls, people are just going to think that's all I do to my islands. I love using the string lights. I love the water fountain, or the waterfalls, because if you look, we did a waterfall, like two-stage waterfall on this one, both sides. You have the waterfall up here that we decorated, then you follow it all the way down, and there's the second part of the waterfall. And we did the same thing on the other side. Let's see what we got. Let's see, flower garden. What do we want to do? Wait. We need some. I feel like we need some fenced in something here. Not the ladder. This is a little. You decorate a little differently on this island than you do. Dang it! I keep clicking it too many times. Once. Thank you. Let's fence off in between the ramps. I feel like that might be a good idea. That's gonna be tricky there, though. Let's see how this is gonna look. Nope, we gotta come out one more. Okay, that fences that off. I'm gonna fence off the outside. And then we'll divide it into like flower gardens. We've used this fence on all the other ones, so we might as well continue with that theme. So at the end, this island goes together. Put that too close. That's probably gonna be too close too. We might have to put some bushes behind that. We'll see if we can put a bush back there behind that. Hi, KK. Welcome in. How are you? Is it not gonna let us put one there? Might be too close. There we go. That's what I wanted. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Okay. Then we'll come behind it. Stand where you're supposed to, ma'am. Oh, no. I hate when littles feel bad, though. Like, I'd much rather me get sick than little ones. Like, I can feel like crap and still take care of you, but if they're sick, there's no... I imagine. I do not miss that stage of little ones. I don't really know what's going to be the point of fencing this little area, but it's going to be everywhere else, so we might as well do it here too. There's not going to be anything left over here once we fence it. It's so funny that they can pick stuff up. And not go anywhere. Well, that just doubled that. That's not what I wanted to do. I really should have fixed this river so that this would have fit right. Well, that's gonna look weird, but okay. Wait a minute. I got a better idea. What if we just double... If I can... Wait a minute. If I can... Still can't double fence in there. Fence doesn't need to be out there, though. Maybe... An idea. Put that away for a second. I'm only going to pick this up so I can put it right back down and not have to hunt for it. Because it keeps a log of what you've put down, so... If I turn around and I do the same thing on this side. Okay. Come up. There. We're just gonna fence that off. I probably could have put a third bush in there. Let's see if we can put a third one. Yeah, we can. This funny shape is not working out exactly 100% like I wanted it to. But we had to shape it that way because of the inclines. Okay, so if we come in here, wait, we need to step up a little higher. Maybe we didn't. Okay. That fixes that side. Let's do ourselves a favor and put the bush here first and then work around it. I think that will be so much easier. Did we go in too far on that side? Or is that light not pushed in all the way? Light wasn't pushed in all the way. That's what that was. Okay. I was like, it should fit there. We've done it on the rest of them. We're just fencing in this whole top first. Some of this might get changed, but I'm glad we don't have to make the fencing on this island. Yes, treasure islands are real. We've actually used them a few times while we've done this island. Not this island in particular, but our main island. But when you're doing a Slumber Island, you don't have to have materials to build this stuff. It's just kind of like unlimited. This kind of gives, I don't know how to explain. Yep. And the ramps and all that stuff are built instantly. You just go to him and tell him. It doesn't cost anything. You don't use money. You don't build your materials on here. And what I love is once you're working, everything you've used so far that day will stay in here, so you don't have to keep hunting through the menu for it. Once you can travel through the airport, yeah, you get the Slumber Islands. We didn't move that light either. And what's also cool about these islands, you can bring friends over to these islands and they can decorate with you just like you do. And you can also bring your villagers over here. I'll show you in just a second that how you bring your villagers over. But like, you just go in this menu, and I can go here and say I want, there's Poppy, there's Ketchup. I think you can bring up to 5. And these are some of the ones I've had on my island since I started this island. I can even bring those over. I think it's up to 5. Or maybe it's more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe it's... Maybe you can bring all your current villagers? Yeah, it's up to 10. So see, I brought all my villagers. And they're just walking around on this Slumber Island. No, they'll go back to your island. Okay, we can't really fence that part, so... And if you get tired of them, you just send them back. Okay, because we can't really do that one, and I feel like if I put a fence here, it's just going to be in the path. I mean, you could, but it looks weird because it's in the path. So I'm just going to leave that open. I love how they're all just standing up here, like, not exploring the island at all. I think they're just more fascinated with what we're doing. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that to this one. That side. Because we can barely walk over on that side as it is. Ketchup. Come on, bud. I love you, but... Okay. They're starting to wander off up here, from up here now. So we can actually do something. Okay, so now we have that all fenced out. What do we want to do in our first section? This one we're not really going to be able to do much. So let's see, what can we put here? Alright, we're just going to put something simple here. Do I want to do a full size? And here you can even choose the size of your trees. Like whether you roll them full size or not. Like, I feel like it doesn't need to be full size. And if you don't like it, take it down and do it again. Will it not let me put a second one? Might not be able to fit 2. What if we do a smaller version? Yeah, apparently it's too big to have a second one there. So let's see if we can more center it here. Yeah. We're just going to have a tree there. We might put something behind it later. Because there's not anything else we can do in that little tiny spot. I'm trying to think of any other little areas that's going to be like that. But I think that's the only one we're going to have like that. They're so curious. It's so funny to watch. Okay, let's do... Is that space over there going to be about the same size? That one, no, that one's going to be a lot bigger. Okay. So this will be good for flowers. Actually, no. Oh, flurry. Move back. We'll just do 2 flowers. We might could just do flowers. Alright, what flowers do we like? What have we not used? I don't think we put tulips up in the other garden. I know we did on ours. Well, I watched this. Now this is cool too. When I go to put flowers out, they're fully grown. And then if I don't like one, say I just don't like this one, you just pick it up and you go, well, you know what? Let's put that back. And you have nothing in your pockets, which is also good. So you don't have to worry about your pockets being full or gathering your materials. No, they're, they call them dream tools, so they never break. What other tulip do we want to use? But then there's that problem. Sometimes it goes where it wants to go. If you're not standing exactly. But Flurry loves flowers. I don't know if I want to put another row of flowers in that. Or... the white with the purple center. Where are they at? This one? The pansies? Yeah. We could put those in the middle, couldn't I? I'm going to have to turn around because we're not going to be able to back up there. And then we'll do... Okay, so we got some little flowers in that space. Hey, Ari! Welcome in. How are you? Got a tinier space here that we could do something with, too. Trying to fill in, like, small spaces, but I think these two are going to be really big. That's good. We're not going to be able to do anything here. I also need to keep in mind, do I want to run my paths? So far, so good. It's Monday, so, you know. You've been in the fan club for 100 days? I wish that thing would quit. It didn't even count it at all. Okay, whatever. I was trying to see. Okay, it's just gonna have to catch up to it. Why does it count them so many times? Because how many did you actually send? Not that I care, but for some reason our bar counts doubles. Okay, 200. You sent 3. Okay, 300. Okay, I couldn't tell why it doubles them. I don't understand. I have turned all kinds of settings trying to fix that. But you still got us enough to bean boozled with 3. So... this one? I think this is going to be our best bet here. I just want y'all to get credit for what y'all actually send. I don't know why the bar does that. Let's see. Is it updated yet? No. Potato gifts. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think there might be one left. It might be gone now, though. Because I haven't used them since Friday. There was one, but I don't see it now either. There was one left. And I don't see it anymore. I can't remember what it was called. I don't see it, though. I know. Like, I wish you could, like, pick your own, like... that you'd love to keep. Especially the ones that, like, fit your theme, but... I know. I feel like we need to curve this so there's not a lot to curve. Our main island is pretty much done. This is a Slumber Island. That's the wrong way. This is what we were looking for. I don't know that I'm going to like doing it this way. Look here, I may have to send y'all home. I brought the villagers over so they could hang out, but, they seem to, want to get in the way. They all want to be up here. There's a whole island. Like, we've done this whole back. Like, my favorite part of this whole island. Now, Aries, here, I need to show you my favorite on the Slumber Island. This is probably my favorite on this Slumber Island that we've done. But no, they can't come hang out here. They want to hang out where I'm working at. Like, they have... But they have all of this decorated. They can hang out in. But they still want to hang out up there where I'm at. Instead of where I've got it all done at. Y'all go somewhere. No offense, but go somewhere. I figure if I'm gonna lay paths, I need to do that first. And then we could decorate around the paths. Okay, so this one needs to be this one. This is where it's gonna get tricky, because we got straight across pretty much up and over. Okay, this is where it's gonna get tricky. So maybe we need to start bringing down these first. So these would be this. And then this one would be like that. Same thing here. Thank you for all the likes, ma'am. Thank you for all the likes, all of y'all, but I'm glad the sounds are finally working. I cannot believe you've been in there 100 days already. Wait, this would be this one. Then this. I don't think we're going to be able to double this one, so this one's just going to have to be... a single coming out of here. Or actually, this one would need to be... so that we can connect. This is gonna get tricky with all these directions. Hold on. Actually, this could have been straight out to... No. No. This one? And then this. No. This is gonna be where it's tricky. I think I'm gonna have to use the plain squares here. Trying to figure out how to connect all these. Not sure that these are going to all work the way we want them to. But that would run this up this way. This one would go this way. Once we get all the paths, we can decorate more. We'll get past all the more boring. I think this needs to be... There we go. Then we switch back to This one. This will be a curve. And I promise y'all, I did not learn this overnight. We had a lot. If you watch when we did this on the main island, there was a lot of trial and error. Okay, so I think all the paths are connected now. Need to fix that one. I don't know if I can fix this one. Let's see. Maybe with this. There we go. Okay, so all the paths are connected. I feel like we could change this to... Hold on, I have to think about it for a minute. This. Yeah, that looks better. Me too. In any of these weird curved spots, I'm just gonna stick bushes. Not even gonna lie about it. I'll use these bushes to fill in these little weird spots. So it looks intentional. Excuse you. And getting her lined up to put something somewhere. Might as well do it to all of them if we've done it to that many of them so far. Can't do it to that one because we put flowers there. Could take that flower off. Do the same thing here, so they're evened out. Don't think we can put any bushes over here with this tree, but we can try. Oh, we actually can. Not the tree. I gotta back up a little bit. Well, let me put the tree there now, so we'll just put bushes here then. I don't think we can put a second one up there. We might. Oh, we can. That's a lot of bushes on that end. Okay, so we got that part figured out. It's just easier to fix the pathing first. Now we don't have anything here, but I don't... Let's see if this would be okay here. I think so. Okay, I think we filled in all the little weird spots there's going to be. Hi, Ketchup. And they won't really talk to you on the Slumber Island. They just wave at you. Okay, so we have this little space here. I'm thinking I want to do now watch me be too close to it now. No? Surprised. I'm not trying to make them necessarily even. I'm just filling in some corners. Because the way this island is designed now is when you come up, you cross this bridge, you're in this little castle. So when you first get here, all you can see is castle. And I put those up so you couldn't go any further. Then you can go out any of these castle doors and go to the other parts of the island. But what I'm thinking of is the visual of when you come up here. Because you're not really going to see this front part much. Not with the castle being there. Now, I had originally thought of leaving this whole front off. That's what I was thinking, just putting lights. You talking about like the party lights? Not that. Goodness gracious, we're not trying to change the daytime. Like these. And I was thinking about then like, and then we can go to log now. This is not going to... I got my assistant. You see my assistant? Why? Because I wasn't turning straight completely. It put it there. And then... I don't know that we need another tree, because we're not going to be able to put another tree in that space. It's going to be too tight. Yeah, so we're just going to have to... What we'll do is this. And then I'm thinking maybe we could... I don't even know where it put that. I was trying to think like coming here and going like right here, but it's too close. Still probably too close. My goodness, if I don't quit putting flowers down. Whoops. Sorry, Ketchup. Oh, now you're in the way. Whoops! Wrong menu. We gotta back up some. It's still not letting me put another tree there. What if I stand here? No, you're not gonna be able to put another tree there, so we'll just have to figure something out. But then, so when we come up, you're just gonna see those lights. I mean, you can still see them from, like, over the castle, so. Okay, we got that done. I could do it across the back, too, and then just fill in everywhere else, but... But then there's that spot with the flowers that we wouldn't be doing it across the back, so... This is a big space. What, putting the lights across the path? Like... Hold on, let's see. Like... Something like this? Stop clicking the menu. Then maybe here. That's what I was thinking. It's just kind of there. I feel like those are too far apart, but I can't put a third one there. Because it'll look funny coming up here. I could have one turn that way, but then it's in the middle of the path, so I don't want to do that. And it won't let you put it over this. I would love to be able to put it like right here, so it's over this entrance, but it's not going to. Now we just have to figure out how to fill all this in. Ah, where you at? Dang it, where are you? Come here. God darn it, quit moving on me! Don't bite me. I know it's too close. Do not bite me. Go away, go away. Thank you. Thank you for clapping. You don't get credit for catching bugs over here either. What did we use as filler over here? I think we just use those bushes. I like string lights in front of it, and then we could come behind it with... We'll follow what we've been doing over there. Let me find it. I don't want it under it, I just need it in front of it. Watch me be too close. Yep. Dang it, we did good on that one. Do the same thing here. Probably too close. No? I could take that tree out and put another string of lights there. And just let it end with lights. Nope. I was hoping one would fit. It's not going to fit behind that tree. It's too big. Okay. I'll just put the tree back. Okay. Now we need some filler. I want to send all y'all back home. Now we just need to figure out how to fill this space in. Got that big space back there too. I'd love to put lights over this path, this part of the path, but the bushes are going to keep that out. Unless I take that bush out. Could I put lights here? They like walking under the lights as much as we do. Thank you for sharing the live. Let's see. Need filler. I'm trying to get inspiration from what we've done over here already too. So they kind of blend. But I don't know. There's got to be some stuff. Maybe we should just be looking at... Maybe we'll get some inspiration. I do have an idea for this side. Let's start with... Let's start with Claude walking right in front of us. Excuse you. Let's not do that. Let's say we did. Then what I'm thinking here, we're going to go off path a little bit there. And let's find... I know, I was going to say I know there's a dark wood. Everything else has been kind of dark, so I feel like it needs to stay dark. We can go. No, we gotta get closer because it's gonna drop it wherever we're standing. Don't know if it's going to let me drop a tree, but we can hope and try. Haha. got this thing lit up on this one. This one is lit up with lights. Okay, Claude approves. You could have sat in the swing, but he's just gonna sit on the ground instead. Yes. As far as I know, that's the plan. Feeling iffy about this one being right here where this path comes up. Good night, Aerie. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so we got that. Let's do... I should be here tomorrow, as far as I know. We need some more filler. I feel like we need to fill something around these lights so they're not so obvious, but I don't know what else to put by the path. Because I don't want to fill it full of bushes. Because I feel like that's just... really. It's like, I feel like if we just follow the path with the bushes, that's just not going to be... Move, Claude. Are you really going to make me have to move every time I do this? What if I stand in the middle? No. I was hoping if I stood there, it would let me. Because then I feel like we'd have to come down this side. Now let's see if this is gonna... Nope, I'm looking at the flowers too much. You cannot on this Slumber Island play around with this at all. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was gonna put it in the path. Claude! Move, bud! Okay, that's going to trap us in there. So we're going to have to take one out. And then we need to figure out what we want to put in here first. So I'm going to say... I know what I want to put in here. I just got to find it. Just can't search anything. I don't know if I want to do this one. Well, I'm not standing there, I don't. Okay, we're going to take a bush out, but we need, I feel like it needs something in here, but not anything huge. Trapping ourselves. Don't go in there. I mean, I could get you out because I can just send you home. Y'all are gonna get trapped in some funny places tonight. I can feel it. I feel like that light being there is a problem. So what if... we put it there? Why does she turn as I'm walking? Thank you for liking the live. Okay. Then we could go here. We don't know what we're doing. I promise we don't. We're just winging it at this point. I want to put one there. I just don't know how we're going to do that. There it goes. I'm going to have to leave a path somewhere. Right now I'm just putting... because I think I'm going to path into that a little bit more. We're just kind of blocking off to get an idea. Because I could also path it here so that you could still walk. I could leave that open. Like that little spot. Even though Ketchup says we're going to leave it here. I'm trying to get her to turn straight. Because I'm thinking about just kind of like leaving that as an open path that way somehow. And we'll leave that open as a path. I need a spot here somewhere. Feel like this. Where you could like get into these areas with just like one open gap. I'll put that way up there. Maybe I should do it here. And then bring it in. Standing too close, hold on. like that. I feel like I need to figure out how I want to make this path go. Let's see. That's definitely not it. So I need this to, hold on. This needs to change. I got this. We can do this. You know, stop putting the same path back would be great. This needs to be... I don't really want it to be this, but I feel like it has to be this. So that we can kind of... And then this one would need to be... And then this one we would kind of... I didn't mean to click at you, but, yeah. Ma'am, we can't both come through here. You come in. Then we need to fix this. And that kind of leads into there. I think we need to do similar in here. So this would have to be... Same thing here. We... No, that's around that bush too much. It needs to come out more. How did we do that down there? So I like how it did it down there. That was not the answer. I know what I want. I need it to be... And then this one would be... This one would be... The wrong button. Good grief. Quit. We're on... And then this would be... Something like that. So it shows it kind of leads into there, but it doesn't really path that. We could have double pathed that and eliminated those bushes. Well, that's okay. Because the path's not supposed to be perfect. But see, then you can take it and come in here still. Now we gotta fix this one where it looks the same kind of idea. So... Off of these with... I am not doing that. There we go. Okay, and then this one will just come with... I don't know if I want to do this again. And then we'll go to... that. Wait out. This is going to be the same as this, but the opposite, so you. And then we'll do something here. Hopefully to close this off. There. That gives it illusion that it's just kind of like inviting you in there. Now I just have to figure out something to do with a little bit of this extra spacing here. I know that can be that. That's not a problem. Technically, we could have doubled that off there. But that's just overkill. So, let's give that more of a natural... I'm not going to go full size. Still put it there. So, okay, I guess that's where it wants it. But that gives that look. What else we got? We could do... Let's get back more to tables and chairs, because I feel like we could do... That was the table. Where's the matching chairs? And I know we have like a little... What's our options in this? That sounds good. What do we want? Should be able to. I've never done any of the deleting and changing as far as having extras on my island, so I don't know how that works. I want to throw something over here so that it doesn't look so empty. It won't let you throw anything there. I can't tell why, like, it won't throw anything here. You know, at least it looks like something's there. We have transformed this top a lot already tonight compared to what it was. Like, I didn't want it full. It's just supposed to be... I feel like this needs to be a tree, if it would let me put another one there. It's not going to let me. So maybe... so that we know you can't walk that way. I feel like we think this is all so done, but we still have all the bottom of the island to go to. And then we still need to do some stuff down here. Like, to fill in, like, this walkway here, because there's a little bit of land down here. So it doesn't look empty. Did we put bushes there? We did put a bush there. Okay. How that ended up right behind that hole feels perfect for that, so. Now let's find our... We didn't really put any of that on this island, but we're probably going to do that somewhere else. Wait. Instead of having... No, because that doesn't really fit the theme. Oh! Well, that's good to know, because I really didn't have an answer, so I'm glad you found one. I've never even had multiple, like, on my one island, so... I know what I'm looking for, and we will find it. I promise. Thankfully, once we find it, we won't have to look for it again. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, did I just roll straight over it and didn't notice? Time for alphabetical again. Because I know that's probably exactly what I did. care about the I'm giving this illusion that there's more houses down here. That's the whole illusion we're going for this. Or shops, or whatever you want to think they are. Kind of blocks, I know, some of the bushes from the top level, but... Now I want to get back. Gotta get out of all the artifacts. Oh, please. It's gotta be getting close because we were up here in it before. Really? Well, I mean, that would have been kind of cool. Okay, that is all the way back. Not all the way back, but... That looks like it's just one big house. Excuse you. Yeah, we can't push any further back because of this, the light. Feel like we should put some lights right here. Don't know if I could put them where the swing's at. Might be too close to the swing. Hold on. That's kind of what I was looking for. I should have pushed that down a little bit more so we could have put one there. But in front of these, so these don't all look so... boring and the same. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. It's a brick looking one though. That's what we're looking for. All those are straight, so I can't do that in front of those. But we can. I want to try something. Probably not gonna like that, but. I also don't know if this is going to block our walking. No. Right here. Yeah, we'll do the same thing with this one. Can't do that in front of that one because of the swing. No. Okay, so we filled in that space. Like, technically we could fill in more. As you can see the ground there. I could have just double pathed that so it would take up some of that. Could have brought them out more and had trees behind them. I don't know if we could double path this or not. That would technically be... No, because I don't like that. You wouldn't see that side, so it wouldn't matter. We'd have to do that whole path. I'm trying to get her off of that so she'll... Can't see. Why is it not? let's finish what this would be. This would also be this, but we would just do the plane here. And then I'm gonna have to fix those, but we're just gonna keep laying this path first. Even if we have to change those two. Switch to then this would be this would be this one can just go. This one needs to be that. These need to be this one becomes that's not the one we're trying to fix. Okay, hold on. Wrong one. It needs to become this one. We'll come back and fix that. I think what this needs to be right here is this one. Yeah. Okay, so then here we need I don't know if it's going to let us do anything there or not. No, because of the lights. We can take that up and maybe it'll let me. Then maybe we can put the light back. Standing too close, hold on. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this one. Get here, switch out this path. And then stand here. Actually, stand here. I'm gonna put the light back. There we go. So that fixes that one. Now this. I could fix this where it is just this. Well, that's not the one I wanted to change. And then this one, we change it to that. I feel like that's what we need to do here too. So I feel like this would look better. Can't do that though. So next best thing we can do is do and then come to this one. And then this one. Can't do that either. Okay. So this one might need to be. Why can't that be? Well, because we want it to lead. Okay. So we've got that fixed. Okay, that kind of gives the same idea we're going for. Maybe not 100%, but it's there. Okay, so the back is done. I mean, we could put some other stuff in here, like fillers, if we wanted to. But I don't really know what else I'd fill in with. I feel like that's enough to give it not empty. Let's put this away. So that way when you're walking, it doesn't look empty. And the points of switching out from the top to the bottom look complete. Now we just have all that side that way. All of this over here. And we still have the beaches. And if we want to put some stuff in the castle. Yeah, that's a good look up angle there. Okay, I think that turned out pretty good. Now we just need to figure out what we want to do with the rest of this island. Because we filled in the back, we filled in the middle. Kind of give ourselves the idea of what we want to do. With all that. Now we just got to figure this out. Because what's up here behind this is this. I don't think we have any island on the other side up. I need to stop going in there. See, we have that bridge. That bridge is solely for getting off of up here. I feel like I want to pull this bush up right here and just line bushes back there, but we could build out. So another friend that came up here and she did this, so I kind of want to just decorate this and keep this idea with her heart-shaped pond there. So we could lattice back here and some trees to fill this space. Question is, do we build this up? I feel like not, because we have no more ramps. Don't have a lot that way, but we do still have quite a bit of island. We have a little bit of island in front of it, and then we have all this island here. That leads into the castle. But that's still quite a bit of island, because you can't even see nothing back there from here. Because there's a lot of island there. I just don't know what to do with the front part. The part that's at this front bridge that wraps around the front part. Now what you're going to see from that front part. Hello, butterfly. Welcome in. How are you? You know, when I did all this changing, I didn't think about where our alerts were going to show up. But them still going across the whole screen, I don't feel is like necessarily a bad thing. I need to show you what else we did tonight. We did this hole up here tonight. We finished filling it in and decorating it. This might give us the idea of lighting the path. And putting lights and trees there. And just kind of like a little walk-through area. Nothing serious. but you can access the back of the island from this. And then I just put little storefronts to be little more houses here. Down the front of that, so you can't really tell that that's there. Now what we're trying to decide is what to do with this side of the island. All of this. I've got to decorate. I want to leave her heart-shaped pond back here. But I could go on top and put bushes across the top. I don't think that's a problem. Then decorate around her pond. And then I've got to figure something out here with this gap from here to here. And something to do in front of this. There's not a lot of land in front of that, and then we have all of this land up here. All of this all the way over to the beach. And then if we come through castle, which we'll decorate in there. I gotta find the door. Then we also still have all of this to decorate all the way to the beach. Back to where we built the garden area up here. So we still have all that still to decorate. This is supposed to be equivalent to the size of the island we have. But I swear this thing feels bigger. Maybe it's because we don't have all the houses. And the shop and the museum and all that. Out here, I'm still going to do something similar to what we did on the beach on my main island with the flooring and the lights. So I know what we're going to do kind of over on the beaches. Those are going to be the same on both sides. Those are cute. So the beaches I'm not too worried about. We'll fill that in with like we did on ours. I feel like the bridge should have been here. But then there's nothing there, so. I think we could do another bridge and have something here. What bridge would look good as Castle Bridge? We can't get through there because we let's see what bridge would look good over that. If they'll let us. We can't build any more inclines. We have inclined this place to death. I don't know if like the stone bridge or the Zen bridge. Those are the two. I feel like it doesn't need to be the red. The red just doesn't go with all the blue we've put. So either the Zen bridge or the stone bridge going over that stone. Let's see what it looks like. Because if we don't like it, we can take it down and have him change it. If it'll let us with this being sand. Okay, we can't build a bridge in the sand. So it won't let us build a bridge in the sand. We can't close that off. I don't think. I don't think it'll let us do anything with that. No. So we're just going to have to leave that open because it goes out to the ocean. But the drawbridges look good there. So we'll find somewhere we can put a... Where can we put the stone bridge? Is there anything on this side? Don't really need a bridge there. I almost wish I could bring the water out all the way here too. And it go out to the ocean. I should have built that up a level and then had the stone something. So I don't know of anywhere else that needs a bridge. Unless we do. No, because we already had that one. But it won't let us connect these. Okay, so we can't put a stone bridge anywhere. That just has to stay open. A stone bridge coming into the... Okay, so he took that back. Now, we just gotta figure out... We gotta find the door. Something here. Because with that being there, you can see it, so... I don't feel like there's much we can do with this little spot because you can see I need to send all my villagers back home. Not this one, we definitely can. But we need our path from home. It's not that.